The story of Hannah and Peninnah comes from the Bible, specifically from the first book of Samuel, chapters 1 and 2. It's a powerful tale of faith, prayer, and God's provision. The story of Hannah and Peninnah. In the ancient times of Israel, there was a man named Elkanah. He was a good and devout man, and he had two wives, Hannah and Peninnah. Peninnah had children, but Hannah had none. In those days, having children was very important, and a woman's worth was often measured by her ability to bear children. Peninnah, being the mother of many, would often tease and mock Hannah because she had no children. This hurt Hannah deeply. Every year, Elkanah and his family would travel to Shiloh to worship and sacrifice to the Lord at the tabernacle. During these trips, Peninnah's taunts would intensify, causing Hannah great distress. Elkanah loved Hannah very much, and he tried to comfort her. He would give her a double portion of the sacrificial meat to show his special love for her, but this could not ease the pain in her heart. One year during their visit to Shiloh, Hannah was especially sorrowful. She went to the tabernacle and poured out her heart to God in prayer. In her deep anguish, Hannah wept bitterly and prayed silently, her lips moving but no sound coming out. She made a vow to God, saying, "O Lord Almighty, if you will only look on your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor will ever be used on his head." As she was praying, the priest Eli was sitting by the doorpost of the tabernacle. He saw her lips moving but heard no sound and thought she was drunk. He scolded her, saying, "How long are you going to stay drunk? Put away your wine." Hannah responded, "Not so, my lord. I am a woman who is deeply troubled. I have not been drinking wine or beer. I was pouring out my soul to the Lord. Do not take your servant for a wicked woman. I have been praying here out of my great anguish and grief." Eli then understood her sincerity and said to her, "Go in peace, and may the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him." Hannah left, her spirit uplifted, and she was no longer downcast. In due time, God remembered Hannah. She conceived and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, which means heard of God, because she said, "I asked the Lord for him." True to her vow, when Samuel was old enough, Hannah took him to the tabernacle and presented him to Eli. She said, "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of him. So now I give him to the Lord. For his whole life he will be given over to the Lord." And Samuel stayed there to serve God under Eli's guidance. Hannah's prayer of gratitude is recorded in the Bible. She praised God for his power and his care for the humble and the needy. She rejoiced that God had lifted her from her lowly state and blessed her with a son who would serve him. Hannah's story teaches us the importance of taking our burdens to God in prayer. Despite her deep sorrow, Hannah did not turn away from God. Instead, she brought her pain and desires to him, showing us that God listens to our prayers, even those uttered in silent agony. Most of us Christians, when we are faced with challenges, we run away from God instead of running to God. We run to people to seek for solutions, instead of running to God, who is our helper. Hannah faced years of taunting and emotional pain, yet she continued to trust in God. Her perseverance in prayer and faith is a powerful example for us to remain steadfast in our faith, even when we face prolonged periods of hardship. It is not easy to trust in the Lord in the midst of challenges, but God measures our love for him, especially when we are in difficulty situations. I pray that God gives us strength to trust in him in the midst of our bad situations. Hannah's story reminds us that God's timing is perfect. Though she waited many years for a child, when the time was right, God answered her prayer. It encourages us to be patient and trust that God's plan is better than our own. God knows the right time, and he will come through for you if you stand steadfast on his word. Hannah made a vow to God and kept it, even though it meant giving up her beloved son. This teaches us the importance of integrity and keeping our promises to God and others, no matter how difficult it may be. As Christians, we should not forget vows after we have received our blessings. After receiving her blessing, Hannah did not forget to thank God. Her prayer of thanksgiving highlights the importance of giving God the glory and acknowledging His goodness in our lives. If we acknowledge God, He will do more in our lives. Hannah's faith, patience, and devotion to God set a powerful example for all believers. Her story encourages us to trust in God's plans, to pray earnestly, and to remain faithful, knowing that God hears our cries and answers in His perfect time. Hannah's life teaches us that through sincere prayer, patience, and a faithful heart, we can experience God's incredible blessings and fulfill our promises to Him.
Thank you for watching. Keep trusting, keep praying, and keep believing. Until next time, stay in the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspirational videos. Your support is highly appreciated. God bless you.